Hello, I'm Miss Diane from the Ridgefield Library. I've come to read you some fun stories today. I hope you're having a great day. You're feeling good? Hello, hello, hello. How are you? I'm fine. I'm fine. I hope that you are too. Are you fine? You feeling super duper fine? Give me a thumbs up. Yay, that means yes. Give me 2 thumbs up. That means yes, yes. Super duper fine, better than ever. And that's the kind of day I hope you're going to have today, all the rest of the day. Well, I had a fun morning. It's my friend Henry from the library. And Henry, he's fun. Sometimes he's a little bit, he makes me a little worried. And this morning he was playing a trick on me. And I didn't know he was playing a trick on me. And I couldn't find him. And I looked here and I looked there and I looked everywhere. And I couldn't find Henry. Henry, Henry, I called and called and called. I thought he must have been lost or ran away or something. And then I opened up the closet and there he was, laughing and laughing. He was playing a trick on me. He was pretending to not be there when he really was. Well, I'm going to read a story today about an animal that plays a trick on Papa, the same kind of trick. But first of all, Henry, he's from the library, he's our library friend. He's going to go back to the library soon. He's been staying at my house for a while. But he's a 3-toed sloth, and sloths move very slowly. So he always comes to the story time to remind me to read slowly to you so you get to hear the story and all the words. And this is today's story. It's called Where's Baby? And this animal on the front is a Papa fox. And if you look up in the corner, somebody put a sticker on here, and I think there's a little baby fox up there. I see little red ears because it's a story about Papa Fox, Mama Fox, and Baby Fox. It's called Where's Baby? And this book is written and illustrated by Ann Hunter. Well, Papa comes out of his cave, and Papa says,
"Where's Baby? Where's Baby?"
a little bit worried. And he says to Mama Fox, he said,
"Have you seen Baby, Mama Fox?"
and Mama Fox says, why, Baby must be somewhere, Papa Fox. But I'm going to show you a surprise, because if you look behind Papa Fox, do you see Baby? Do you see Baby hiding back there? Does Mama Fox know where he is? Yes, he does. She does. Well, then Papa Fox looks inside the cave and says,
"Baby, are you indoors?"
No, I don't see Baby, do you? I see a picture of Baby, but I don't see Baby. He goes back outside
And he said, "Maybe Baby went out."
and Mama Fox waves to Baby Fox, and Papa Fox is going to look because Papa Fox doesn't know Baby Fox is right on his tail.
"Baby, are you up in the tree?"
I'm in the tree, but I'm not your baby. Hoo, hoo, hoo. There's a little owl up there. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Now, everybody look closely at Papa Fox. Now, you look. Do you see Baby anywhere? Oh, there's Baby. He's hiding in a bush, right?
"Baby, are you inside the log?"
Oh, my goodness. What kind of animal has a tail like that? Oh, can you guess? But look where Baby's hiding on this page. You ready? Oh, he's behind her. But look, he looks very kind of worried. I don't think he wants to see that kind of animal either. Could it be? Yes, it is. It's a skunk. "I'm inside the log and I'm not your baby. Go away," said that skunk. And Papa Fox looks a little bit worried too. Nobody likes to get sprayed by a skunk.
"Baby, are you over the hill?" "Oh my!"
That's Papa. "Oh my!" The bear said, "I'm over the hill, but I'm not your baby." But let's see where Baby is. Oh, there's Baby. Baby looks frightened too. I don't think Baby wants to see that bear. Oh, and look inside. I see that. Looks like another owl in that tree.
Baby, are you down the hall?
Eek, a fox! Help! Help! Said the little creature. I think he's a rat, maybe, or a big mouse or something like that.
Oh, never mind, said Papa.
But I see baby. You see baby? Why doesn't Papa see baby? We can all see him, right?
Baby, are you under the water?
Said Papa when he put his head under the water and he looked. And I'm under the water and I'm not your baby, said this fish. Here's baby. And Papa got his head all wet. Look at that fish. That fish has teeth. I think he's called a barracuda. And they can bite.
Good heavens, that's not baby,
said Papa. But here is baby's tail. Every page you can find where baby's hiding.
Baby, are you around the bend?
Look who's around the bend. That is a bull or an ox. And he said,
I'm around the bend and I'm not your baby. My name is Davy.
Where's baby over here? Still hiding. Oh, Papa Fox gets back and he says,
Mama Fox, I can't find baby anywhere.
And he's worried. And Mama just looks. And you know, Mama doesn't look worried, does she? Because Mama knows. Mama knows. Have you looked behind you? Said Mama Fox. It's peek. Peek. What do you see what I see? I see two little ears. I see two little feet. That looks like baby fox.
Baby, where on earth have you been? I look for you everywhere, said Papa Fox.
And is Papa Fox happy? Happy? Is Papa Fox angry? Is he relieved? Does he feel better? Wow, he doesn't look very angry to me. He gives baby fox a big hug. Hi, Papa. Can we do that again? Baby fox wants to play that trick all over again. Do you think they do? Look what I see.
Baby, baby.
I think they're going to play it again. Oh, Henry, I don't want to play that again with you, but maybe next time I can hide and you can find me, okay? Okay, that would be fun. That would be different. That would be fun. Before we read the next story, you hold that for me, Henry. Can you hold that with your nose? I want to show you a shape. There's so many shapes. There's squares and circles and rectangles and hexagons and different things. But today we're going to talk about this shape. What shape is that? Oh, it's a circle. In circles, many things can be circles, right? It could be the sun. It could be a puddle. It could be a pizza. It could be a cookie. It could be whatever you want it to be. A balloon, right? But if you take that circle and you cut with your scissors and cut it in half. Let me fix this up a little bit. You cut it in half. You get what's called a half a circle. And this could be a half a pizza, a half a cookie. I don't think it could be half. Somebody could be something else. It's not. Doesn't look like a ball anymore. But everybody has a nice. But it could be a mouth. Big mouth. All kinds of things. But that's called a half a circle. And if you keep cutting, you could make that half a circle into another shape called a crescent. Now, what shape does this look like? Did you think it looks like a banana? Does it look like an old-fashioned telephone? Another smile? Maybe a frown? Maybe a mustache? Maybe a hat? Maybe some horns? Use your imagination, right? Well, the next story, it's kind of like the hide and seek story I read, because somebody's looking for something they can't find sometimes, and sometimes they can't find, and it happens to be the moon. This really reminds me of the moon when it has a crescent shape. Sometimes the moon has a half circle shape, and sometimes the moon has a circle, full circle. It's called a full moon. This is a crescent moon. This is a half moon. And then there's a lot of other shapes in between. So I'm going to read a story called Please, Papa, Please Get the Moon for Me, about a little girl who loved the moon. And I love looking at the moon. But sometimes when I go out to see the moon, it's not there. And that's what happens in this story. The moon sometimes is large. The moon sometimes is only half, and sometimes it's a crescent. But this little girl, she loves the moon a little bit more than me because she wants to play with the moon and dance with the moon. Papa, Please Get the Moon for Me is a book by Eric Carle. And all of his books are special in a different way. So we're going to see how this book is special. But the front is special. And by the way, he makes all of his pictures in all of his books by cutting paper. And that's called collage. So he cut a big circle here, and he painted it whitish on this side. And that whitish side is supposed to look like a crescent because the sun is shining and shining on that side of the moon. And when the sun doesn't shine on parts of the moon, that's when we can't see it. And sometimes the sun isn't shining on the moon at all, so it's gone. It seems to be gone. Just to us, to our eyes, but it's really there. We just can't see it because it has a great big shadow on the moon. So Mommy and Daddy can tell you more about that. Maybe you go outside tonight to look. But here's those shapes we talked about. Sometimes the moon is small in a crescent, and then it seems to grow and grow and grow to the half moon, grow and grow to the full moon. And after it's a big round full moon, it gets smaller and smaller. And then one night you won't even see it at all because there's a big shadow on it. But this is a story about a little girl named Monica. And she loved to look out her window at the moon. Do you have a good window in your house where you can see the moon clearly? I have one. It's in my living room. And that's the best place to look at the moon. And you know, before I start the story, if you have a set of binoculars, you don't need a telescope to look at the moon. If you have binoculars and you look just out your window out of your house, you don't even have to go outside, and you put the binoculars up on your eyes and look at the moon, it's not bad. It's not like the sun. It won't hurt your eyes, but you can see the craters, and it's really cool. Well, let me start the story. This is Monica. Before Monica went to bed, she looked out her window and she saw the moon, and the moon looked very near because it's a full moon. It looks big. I wish I could play with the moon, she thought, and she reached out her window and tried to reach out to the moon. Of course, it was too far away, right? And she got on her daddy's shoulders and she reached some more. But no matter how much she stretched, she could not touch the moon. Papa, please get the moon for me, she said. And her papa loved her so much that, look, I told you this book was special. Watch this. I'm going to open this page, and then I'm going to open this page, and there's I gotta better stand back. It's so big. There's this really, 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 really big page, 2 double pages, and there's Papa carrying a really long ladder. Papa got a very long ladder. I hope it's long enough to get to the moon. Do you think it's long enough to get to the moon? Well, he carried that long ladder. He must be strong. He carried it and carried it and carried it. And he carried it to that mountain. And you can guess what he's going to do, right? Wow. Another fun page. Watch this one. Whoa. He climbed up that mountain, and he put the ladder at the tippy top of the mountain. And he went up, 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 all the way to the moon. Do you think he made it? Well, if you said yes, he did. You're right. He made it to the moon. Look how big the moon is. Up, 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 up. He climbed some more, and then he got there. Wow, when do you see this page? I want you to watch me open it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ready? Cool, right? The big picture of the moon. This is a full moon like we saw on the cover of the book. And it looks like there's a face. I see 2 eyes. I see a nose. I see a mouth. People say there are shadows on the moon, and people say there's a man in the moon. But the man in the moon they pretend that there's really a face on the moon, and that's the face you can see. You have to use your imagination too, right? And indeed, the moon got smaller and smaller and smaller, and till it got so small that Papa could take the moon, and down he climbed, carrying the moon for his little girl Monica, all the way down. Well, he said, "Here," he said to Monica, "I have the moon for you." And Monica was so happy, she jumped and she danced with the moon, and she hugged the moon and threw it in the air. But the moon kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and finally it just disappeared altogether. It disappeared, which is what it does. And then she went to bed. I think I skipped a page. Yes, I did. She went to bed, and one night she saw a little bit of the moon come back. A tall little bit, called a sliver. It's very tiny. It's like a little slice. She saw a tall sliver of the moon reappear, come back, and every night it started to grow again. And it got a little bigger, and it got a little bigger, and it got a little bigger. It grew and grew and grew, and finally it became the full moon again. But she was done playing with it. She had a good time. And here's the stars. All these stars are cut out of paper, just like the other parts of the picture. And by the way, this is the man's picture who, the author and the illustrator, his name is Eric Carle, and that's his wife. Isn't that nice? So Papa get the bed was kind of like hiding and seek, because she couldn't always find the moon. And I just want to remind you, I want to go back to the very beginning of the story, and this is what happened. The moon was small when she saw it. It got bigger and bigger, smaller, smaller. And you don't see it anymore, just see the stars. Looking at the moon and looking at the stars and don't ever look at the sun. That will hurt your eyes. But at nighttime, looking up at the skies is lots of fun, and that's something you can do wherever you are. You could do it at home, you could do it on vacation, you could do it at Grandma's, just so it's dark, right? And just so it's not a cloudy night. Well, I had fun with two of my favorite stories. I hope you had fun too. Henry, did you have fun? Did I read too fast? He doesn't say too much, but if I read too fast, then he gets really excited and starts shaking his paws and everything, so I know to slow down. But thanks, Henry. You're good company. And tomorrow, I'll hide from you, and I bet you never find me. I hope he doesn't find me. So I'm going to say bye-bye, friends. We'll see you another day. It's time to say goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. We had some fun, and now we're done. It's time to say goodbye.